Against mysterious dark deeds in 19th century London. Part 2 of Blackhearts in Battersea.
Like as two peas in a pod.
Not to a mother.
And his mother's dead. Suppose this one was mistaken for this one.
What the?
One day, this boy whom no one claimed will be a famous artist. That I'm certain.
Dr. Field! Where would I stay in London?
Here. I've written the address on the back. Your mother and father may have abandoned you, but I shall never do the same. You must trust me.
What you done, Ella? This weren't in the plan.
He woke up, I had to hit him.
Well, he won't be waking up no more, girl. You done for him good and proper this time.
What about Dr. Field?
There ain't no Dr. Phil. Never has been. What's your game?
Where's your ma? I need lodgings.
Up it. Half a mo.
How much for a bed?
4 shilling a week, 3p a day for fires, washing extra.
4 shillings?
In advance.
Where's your ma?
She don't get up till noon. She and Pa work nights. I'm in charge.
Well, you'd better show me the room then, hadn't you?
Don't know if I should.
Let you ride my donkey again.
Ma only lets by the week. If you stay a week, I want to ride on your donkey every day. Washing water's tuppence a bucket.
Is that the tower?
Nah, that's Battersea Castle, where the Duke and his Duchess lives. They got inside privies there. You want the room?
You better be putting sheets on the bed. That's where Dr. Field stayed.
I told ya. There ain't no Dr. Field. Never has been.
And why should he give this house as his address, huh?
You'll know me next time, won't ya? What you gawping at?
A mangy brat. Well, if you're not going to tell me anything, there's no point in me wasting my time, is there?
Hey, well done. Where you going?
Never you mind.
You coming back?
I might.
Hand over the money then and I'll say the room's kept free.
Not likely. I'll give it to your ma.
Nidda know.
What do we do? her. It must be somewhere in London. Where do I look?
Hello, my cocky. Come to see your old Tinker's moke. What'd you call her?
Caroline.
Caroline? Fancy sort of name for a donkey, innit? Looks more like a Flossie to me. We've been calling her Flossie.
She's the only friend I've got.
I found your doctor, what's it then?
No.
Try the hospital?
Hospital?
Oi, I saw that. Turnip bed. I know you dido twite. If I get hold of that brat, her own mother won't know her.
When's the last time you had your grinders and a bit of solid prog? Drink it. Finish it, lad. Mrs. Cobb's breakfast special, that is. A regular cock or warmer. Now, you say this cove had work at a teaching hospital, but you don't know which one.
Well, it was by the river, he said. Oh, with an art academy quite close.
Oh, could be Riviera's. Now, if it's Riviera's, you're closer than you think. Over here. Now, you see that spire?
Yeah?
St. Stephen's, that is, right by the river. Now, the hospital's behind the church.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Cobb. Oh, thanks for setting me on my way. Oh, thank you for the pie. Thank you.
If that ain't a brace of thank yous. Good luck!
Beg your pardon, sir.
Clear off, runt. Trouble? Maybe not. Seen him before. Just a feeling. That face looked familiar. Forget the boy. We've got business.
To tell you, Nathaniel, use it wisely.
I know what's needed. Haven't I done it often enough?
What's a good mixed cargo this time? One of your rusty Hanoverian blunderbusses.
You're a deep one, Midwink. What's a flash cove like you doing working for the likes of him?
I work with him, not for him. I do it for the cause, Nat, like you.
Ho, not me, matey. This is what I do's it for. I don't give a hang for your cause. It's all moonshine to me.
You better start caring, matey, because you and your crew are up to your shifty, havey necks in it. We're all fire-breathing traitors now, Nathaniel, and we'll be richly rewarded when the cause triumphs. So have a care, Captain. Do as you're told, and say nothing you might be sorry for later.
Excuse me, please can you tell me where I find Dr. Furness?
Hang it! Oh, I say, thanks awfully. Devilish good of you. I always seem to be late these days. I mean, 9 o'clock. There ought to be a law against it.
I say, fellas, this fella has to see old Furnos. Show him the way, will you?
Up in front of the beak, eh?
Yes, sir, yes.
Stow that, me boy. You only call him sir, not us. Democracy Hall, this is.
fourmé. Voilà. Ridiculous. Comme ci, comme ça. Si, c'est là. Declare yourself intruder.
Dr. Furnace, please.
Ferno. And so? Who may you be?
If you please, sir, my name's Simon.
Simple Simon, eh? Simon what? Is there no other name?
No, sir, no. Where I come from, you don't get a last name.
Oh. So, who knows of this orphan?
Oh, Dr. Field knows, sir.
Gabriel Field? Ah, mais oui. It is so. A boy named Simon, yes. He has told me about you. How is it with him, my friend Gabriel Field?
You've not seen him, sir.
Work, you blockheads. Why have you stopped? On Tuesday, they come from the hospital to ask me that same question. Where is Dr. Field? It was his friends who have secured him lodgings with a family in Battersea. But now it seems he is not known at that address. Chose assez étonnante. Can he be in prison, I wonder? So, our mutual friend, he believes you are to be the great artist. We shall see. Come, to work then. I wish to see you draw. Commence.
Where, sir?
Draw on the wall,
You gutter snipes! You disgusting little brats! I'll call the beadle! I'll have you deported! Obliged.
Ain't you the dandy? You'd an half look goosey in that hat.
Oi! Where you going, girl? She's got me over.
She'll get the toe of my boot. Not one farthing. That brat's no more use than a fish-skin fowling piece.
You been at an affair? I ain't never been. Cost too much mint sauce. Pa's been. He saw a living skeleton and a fat lady and a mermaid. Only he says it weren't no bigger than a flounder.
Go away, you horrible little bag of bones. You can't come in here anyway.
You ain't got no manners, you.
Hey, you. Catch.
Who's there? Is there somebody there? I warn you, I have a knife.
Laid by the heels, my lord.
Come along. What's that? Sophie! Sophie!
Here I am.
Is the fire? Are we in danger? Enough, dear, enough! I shall catch my death in the draught.
Great heavens, Buckle.
Your Grace.
What is the meaning of this disturbance?
I believe Lord Bakerloo has something to tell Your Grace.
No, I haven't.
What very extraordinary behaviour, Mr. Buckle.
Your Graces should be aware that his lordship abandoned his studies this morning in order to visit a common fair in Battersea Park. To achieve this aim, he left and re-entered the castle by the servants' entrance, thus betraying the fact that he was well aware that he was doing wrong.
Now, is this true, boy?
I need hardly remind Your Graces that there are still wolves in Battersea Park at this time of year, both animal and human.
Justin?
It ain't fair.
Life seldom is. Well, thank you, Mr. Buckle. You did right to tell us.
I felt it was only my duty, Your Grace.
Oh, quite so.
I'm sure Your Grace would agree that the heir to a dukedom should not associate with fairground riffraff.
Thank you, Buckle.
Cheese-faced old screw.
Take it, Justin. Show some respect for your tutor.
Well, it ain't fair, Uncle William. I never have any fun.
Stop whining and sit up, sprawling all over your aunt like a jellyfish.
You're a naughty, wicked boy. How could you be so foolish? You've made me quite unwell. Look, see, I'm shaking. Hearts on, Sophie. Spirits of wine, smelling salts.
Here they are, ma'am. Well, I'm glad I went. I've never had such a prime time. It was a capital fair. There was a shooting gallery and a giddy go round and a fire-breathing dragon and a talking pig.
Oh, dear roll, Hetty. Come with me, Justin. Ah, prune wine, if I'm not mistaken, you rascal.
Ow, that hurts.
A few powders and a spoonful of caramel should see to this talking pig.
Observe well, Mr. Smollacom. A poor ragged boy from nowhere. What he can do, you see it. You must work. Say, that hurts. A painter has no business to be idle. You must work with every particle of yourself to achieve what my simple Simon has done here.
That's it all. I've only missed one class.
Oh, you young brigand. In you, there is somewhere perhaps a painter hidden, and I must wrench it out. But here it is already out. Here is a real artist, a genius.
Mais oui, Monsieur Smolacum. You must work with every particle. Fee, fi, fo, fum!
Simon! I give you this list. You will need palette, brushes, oil paints. Tomorrow you buy all these things at Battersea in King's Road.
How much will they cost, sir?
For this time you will pay nothing. I shall speak to Madame Bonnetier. Now go. Go away. Be off with you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Brett.
Look what I got. Ain't it a rip smash?
Bring her back, ooh, bring her back, ooh, bring her back, my Georgie, to me. Hello? There's a stranger in the house. Bring the poker. Bring the X.
And, are you Mr. Twite?
Hello, it squeaks.
Fiddlesticks, twite. And who might you be?
And, if you please, ma'am, my name's Simon, and I rented your top room from your daughter. If you're her mother, that is.
Oh, I'm her mother right enough. And I'm the one who lets rooms in this house, so I'll take the good-for-nothing baggage to remember. What are you playing at, girl? Letting in some howling tinker or skin us alive in our beds?
Oh, hey, old fella, Dido done what she's done for the best.
Look, I'm no tinker, ma'am. I've money to pay.
4 shilling is 4 shilling, Ma, in advance. Boots and washing extra.
Do you play, Mr. Thingamy? Are you a follower of the terpsichore? All my family sing or play the oboe, triangle, pianoforte, tambourine.
You twaddle girl.
I've done it for you, Ma, for the money.
Heaven give me strength. I've a mind to beat you black and blue, you little madam. Get out of my sight. Make yourself useful and put the kettle on.
Rotten old cat.
It seems we took in an orphan, Ella.
Then it's lucky for him we've took a shine to him, ain't it? You're one of the family now, my dear. And very welcome to our humble home.
Thank you, ma'am.
Though I'm that vexed with our Dido. She didn't ought to have rented the room, see? Not without asking first.
Oh, here we are then, all snug and cosy. You'll take a dish of tea with us, young fella?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Myself, I like a mug of milk this time of day only. I don't fancy it cold tea, so I heat it up with just a pinch of aniseed and a drop of cordial.
How you do go on, Abednego. Business before pleasure, I always says. It'll be just 4 shillings, Mr. Thingamy. And another half-crown for bursting in like that and nearly frightening Mr. Twite into convulsions.
I missed the thing then. Well, now you're one of the family, Mr. Thingamy. We want to hear all about you, don't we, Ella? Where you come from? Who you know?
Well, there's nobody, sir. Well, only my friend Dr. Field, who gave this address as his lodgings. Ah.
Now, ain't that a curious thing, Abednego? And we ain't never heard of him.
I've never heard of him, not at all. No, who'd you say? Field? No, don't ring no bells. Nobody of that name ever lodged here. Never heard of him.
This couldn't be worse for the cause. It's plain as a pipe what's happening. You're losing control of the boy, Eustace.
That I knows Brat needs his pants dusting.
If anything should happen to Justin now, we're done for. All of us. 14 years of planning for nothing.
Can't stop them growing up, Mrs. B. Boys will be boys. The carefree spirit of youth. Fancy him snitching off to a poxy fair. Should have heard the set down old Judy was giving him. Snivelling little runt.
You stow your gab, John Daggett. Or it's back to the bog you crawled from.
Good old Dolly the Dragon. Always in a pelter.
Be civil now, be civil.
Why wait, Eustace? Why not act now?
Ain't that just like you? Planning next Sunday's joint before this one's fairly in the oven. Have you forgotten Ella Twite?
That sour old cheese box. What about her?
She's got a cellar full of prize pickings. And there's another shipment due from Hanover at the end of the month. Once that's secure, we'll all have a rise in fortunes.
What about that nabblehead Twite? Not very bright, is he?
His wife wears the trousers in that family.
He should take care of that mouth of his. Or someone might sew it up for him one dark night.
Don't worry about him. Ella Twite knows what she's about.
There now. Ain't this snug? And I've had Dido put in a hot salamander to air the bed.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
What about my donkey ride?
Tomorrow.
And if Dido bothers you at all, I'll give her such a rousting she won't sit down for a week. We hope she'll be very happy here, my dear. However long you stay. How long were you thinking of staying?
Well, I should like to find my friend, ma'am.
Well, I dare say there's plenty of Rosalies in London. And I dare say your friend's living in one of them. Sleep tight.
Carpe diem, Mr. Buckle. Thinking maybe Dolly was right, were you? Thinking that maybe it is time to act.
I was thinking that from now on, we shall have to watch over Justin both day and night. Or he could put a real crimp in our plans.
In the name of Judas, why wait? Let's shift all the ken from Ella Twite's place, and then let's shift that high-nosed old grinder upstairs. I'll be happy to do it for you.
And Simon's adventures in the big city continue next Sunday at the same time, 5:15 on BBC One.